Alright, let's talk about Germany, because things are getting tense over there. The security situation in Berlin has deteriorated so badly that they're now officially warning everyone about the rising danger. We're at a point where the city's justice administration is planning to equip its court bailiffs with protective vests starting next year. Think about that for a second. The people serving court orders now need body armor just to do their jobs. This isn't a response to some one-off incident. It's because attacks are happening more and more frequently, and there's absolutely no sign of things getting better. The negative trend is only getting worse. If you're new here, I'm Andrew Meet Rich. I used to work inside a state-run media outlet, saw how stories were twisted to fit the narrative, and I walked away. Now I'm independent, I speak freely, and I tell you what really matters. So these bailiffs in Berlin are facing a tough reality. A senior bailiff told the German media that the situation is incredibly difficult and there's no escaping it. Out of about 270 bailiffs in the capital, 222 have already requested these protective vests. We're talking about the officials who handle enforced collection and other legally binding documents. Each set of this gear costs around €1,050, and it's not just them. The Berlin police are also getting upgraded protective clothing sooner, by the end of this year. They're being supplied with new vests designed to protect against slashes and stabs. These are the modern realities we're living in, and there's no sugarcoating it. It's a sign of a society under serious strain. And if you value this kind of unfiltered analysis, please hit that like button and subscribe. It tells the algorithm that real news still matters, and if you can, consider becoming a channel sponsor. Your support is what keeps this independent voice alive. Now, this growing sense of insecurity on the streets is perfectly mirrored in Germany's political landscape, and you have to see the connection here. It's just been revealed that the right-leaning party, Alternative for Germany, is surging in the polls. According to a recent survey by an international polling company, if a federal election were held this coming Sunday, the AfD would pull in 27% of the vote. That puts them ahead of Friedrich Merz's coalition, which is polling at 26%. The Social Democratic Party is trailing at a distant third with just 15%. This isn't a blip. It's a consistent trend we're seeing. The political ground in Germany is shifting right under our feet. Meanwhile, what are the establishment politicians focused on? Well, Friedrich Merz just had a meeting with the Polish president, a certain Mr. Nawrocki, and predictably, the conversation turned to the Second World War. Nawrocki's visit was clouded by his repeated demands for Germany to pay more reparations to Poland for the damages it suffered. As expected, he brought this up again directly with Merz. In response, the German leader just repeated Berlin's long-standing position. That issue is settled, it's done, it's been resolved for a long time. So while the country is grappling with internal safety and a massive political realignment, the leadership is busy deflecting demands from the past. It's quite a picture, isn't it? If you think this is a critical issue, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And just to close the loop on that reparations issue, Merz assured Nawrocki of Germany's full solidarity against any potential threats, emphasizing that Germany stands firmly and unshakably with Poland. It's a classic political move, a pat on the back while rejecting a financial demand. Germany's federal president, Frank-Walter Steinmeier, echoed the same sentiment, firmly dismissing the Polish president's request and stating that from Germany's perspective, the matter is definitively closed. But let's pivot from high-stakes politics to something truly bizarre, something that makes you wonder what is going on inside the German bureaucracy. You can't make this stuff up. In the state of North Rhine-Westphalia, a massive controversy is unfolding around a school principal who has officially been on sick leave for 5 years, yet holds 2 senior management positions simultaneously. I'm not kidding. First, he was the principal of a high school, but he never showed up for work due to his illness. But then, while still on sick leave, he was appointed as the principal of another school. And guess what? He hasn't shown up for a single day at the new job either. So you have a principal on sick leave, but he's in charge of 2 schools. The man is over 60 years old, and officials in Düsseldorf claim he's undergone several medical examinations. The district administration is calling it a special and complex case. They say his transfer to the second school, which is closer to his home, was meant to help him recover, but the man is at home, and both schools are currently being run by temporary heads. They even had to bring in extra teachers to reduce the workload and prevent the entire educational process from collapsing. And just when you think this story can't get any stranger, it turns out this isn't even the first time something like this has happened in Germany. This case of an extremely long sick leave is not unique. It was recently reported that a teacher from Wesel was on sick leave for 16 years. 16 years. Her case was only reviewed this year. She took it to court, lost, and will now have to undergo a psychiatric evaluation. What's fascinating here is how the authorities are trying to manage the public perception of these two situations. They are stressing that these are two completely different cases. The principal, they say, had official medical examinations, while the teacher did not. Plus, different officials handled their cases. It's a masterclass in bureaucratic deflection, but it just leaves you speechless, doesn't it? Germany really has a way of surprising you, and I think you've noticed that too. We'll have to keep a close eye on what happens next, because stories like this are often symptoms of a much deeper problem. And that's why this channel exists, to connect the dots and show you the bigger picture. If you believe in this mission, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you have the means, consider becoming a sponsor. Every single bit of support helps me continue to bring you the truth, without any corporate or state agenda. We'll keep tracking this.